Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today is May 11th, it is a Sunday, and I wanted to make a quick update video on how well my options are doing, options that I had selected about 2, maybe 3 weeks ago. And so just wanted to take a quick look on their performance to date. So just as a reminder, the four stocks that I had picked are uh, Apple, TFII. This is a Canadian trucking company operating in in Canada and the US. CNQ is a oil and gas company, and of course Alibaba, the e-commerce and tech giant in China. So let's take a look at their performance. You can see Apple call option is down nearly 20%. That's mainly because of the tariff war that is happening. On top of that, there are a number of other items associated with this stock that are, I'm not saying concerning, but are weighing on the stock itself. One of them is, of course, the poor earnings that Apple had, the fact that they are also changing their supply chain. Apparently, they're moving iPhone manufacturing from China to India, and as we know, India and Pakistan, they are also going. Um, they've had some military escalation there. Looks like things are calmer now, but still, like there's a lot of uncertainty for Apple. Um, then we've got so that's one of the reasons why it's down 20%. And of course, I do want to mention that Apple, like many other tech stocks, was up last 3, 4 years. So this kind of like pullback, it doesn't hurt. It's normally healthy. So anyways, it's down 20%. Let's see how it does. The other one, TFII, is down nearly 60%. And yes, they too had poor earnings. They have taken a big hit because of the tariffs that President Trump has implemented. And the other thing is there was some reports about how the management at this company unveil did not release information on their declining sales in one area of their business. So I think their TFII, a big part of their revenue comes from small and medium-sized businesses, and apparently that those two groups were declining in sales and services. So, and they did not really discuss that or review that or I guess even focus on it. And that's more of a fundamental problem, and a lot of investors are not happy about it. So I think that's why they're kind of like suing the company here. But anyways, I think I like this. I think once Canada and US will sign a deal, and I'm sure they will, uh, this stock will probably go high up. Uh, but again, I don't know how high up. You just don't know. I know that Canada, and under the new leadership of Mark Carney, he wants to move away from the U.S. Strategically. And when I say strategically, I mean like he's not shunning the U.S., but he definitely wants to open up markets elsewhere. So, anyways, moving on, oil and gas stocks, CNQ, oil has taken a hit. Uh, with tariff war, they're expecting economies to slow down, and Trump, we know, also likes to see oil and gas prices down. And he's got friends in the Middle East, in the Gulf states, and I think they're helping him with this. So, uh, having said this, this call option is up 71%. I'm surprised to see that. I don't know why this call option is so volatile. It was down like 30% just the last time we checked. But anyways, good to see. And then finally, we've got my favorite Alibaba stock. This call option is up 67%. And honestly, I think it's going to go even higher. Um, why? Because there's news reports coming out that China and the US are actually discussing, where is it? Yes, stock futures rise after substantial progress is made in US China trade negotiations. So Basically, it's a good sign. We're not saying that a deal has been reached, but looks like they're moving things forward, and that's very, very positive. Uh, so Dow futures are up 1.1%, which is not a lot, honestly. SP rose 1.25%. It's not a lot. Anyways, it bodes well good for Alibaba and people who own Chinese stocks. It also is good for Apple. Uh, I do think overall it's a positive report. Uh, let's see. Let's see. One thing that you should know if you don't remember, I actually, even though I had said that I would be buying all these call options, I did not. Uh, I just did not get around to buying these call options. I had selected them, but never got around purchasing them. But definitely, like Alibaba is a win. It's a clear win. If I had to do it again, oil and gas, CNQ, I would not buy it, even though it's up 70%. Apple, yeah, I think Apple is going to go up very fast if there's a deal with China, or if there's signs that there's a deal with China. And then TFII.TO, I think it's going to rally. We have some time. We have some time. So overall, I think the portfolio or these picks are doing good. Uh, they are not all green, and that's okay. And of course, just as a reminder, they fluctuate quite a bit from day to day. So, and I do want to go on Twitter and just see what else there is, because a lot of people on Twitter were not too, they're not too, I don't want to say pleased, but they're not too excited about this news that's coming from China, US, because a lot of them are calling it's a nothing burger. But yeah, let's see. Breaking: US announces China trade deal in Geneva per the OK. But honestly, the no one believes what the US is saying. Yes, we have to wait for what China says. So China, like honestly, you can see that they're not as they're not as uh, open in accepting that there's a trade deal. What China is saying is that China US have agreed to establish trade consultation mechanism. So it's not the same thing. Like Chinese and US, they are talking about what is this? They're talking about they both agree that things are going forward, but definitely US is promoting it like it's a big deal. But Chinese are downplaying that. China, okay, we agreed to give you the phone number, but we can't guarantee whether Xi will answer Trump's call. Yeah. So no, there's no deal. It's not a big news. I think Trump, as we all know by now, he likes to make news. He likes outlandish news. He likes to make headlines, and everything he does it, very publicly. Uh, yeah. Let's see what they have to say.
between the United States and China in the very important trade talks.
U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said on Sunday U.S. officials reached a deal with China to cut the trade deficit. He offered optimism and promised more details to come after 2 days of negotiations concluded in Geneva.
We will be giving details tomorrow, but I can tell you that the talks were productive.
Neither Bessent nor U.S. Trade Representative Jameson Greer took questions from reporters. The meeting was the first face-to-face interaction between senior U.S. and
Okay, so I did hear that China and US they will have a joint statement released on Monday, so that's fine. But overall, I think good deal. And let's see, let's see. Good news. It's not a bad news. Maybe over the next few weeks we'll get a deal, and yeah, and things will be better for everyone. Okay, no, this is all. Until next time, everyone. Take care and goodbye.